and welcome to another wonderful webisode of Constantly Cheeky. Up there's Rupert Cheek, and I'm Constance Quigley, and together we make up Constantly Cheeky. We are a networking group for music industry professionals. Doesn't really matter where you are. We're here to help you advance as we advance and share tips and tricks and information as we gather it. So there has been a huge break in the Constantly Cheeky videos, and it's probably my fault.
I wouldn't say it's fault.
Right. Rupert and I have been rocking socks, and there is so much exciting information and news that we get to share, but sometimes business takes more than an 8-hour day, and for us, launching in the way that we have, it took a couple of weeks for us to be able to get to a point where we could commit this kind of time again, and so we're back. As far as what got developed in that time spread, Jackie Price Marketing is now what Power Music Promotions was for us. We rebranded so we could be the exclusive in-house marketing and promotions for Price Rubin and Partners Artist Management. I know we talked about them briefly before this video, where we announced that both Rupert and I were doing recruiting for the company. That's still true. So if you're an artist and you're looking for a management group, you could reach out to either of us, and we could help you with that. Jackie Price Marketing now offers exclusive in-house marketing to award-winning artists, and that is absolutely fantastic and keeps us on our toes. And then, I don't know, other than that, we've been cheeky and maintaining our excellence.
What's been involved with launching the Jackie Price Marketing?
Say that again.
What's been involved from your perspective on launching Jackie Price Marketing?
Well, I had to develop the business plan, and I had to negotiate terms with Price Rubin and Partners because the companies themselves are working together to project the artist needs for development and fan base engagement. So contract negotiations always takes a little bit of time. And once we basically had the foundation of what our organization was able to bring to their organization, we had to get it all in writing because that's how you maintain friendships in business. And I'm still not done. The company has been licensed and registered. It is now active and in operation. However, we are going to be hiring in the very near future, and so we need to start working on those contracts, employee handbooks, the whole 9 yards. We did really good with this one. I'm super excited with this one because it really positions us exactly where we needed to be able to provide the support and mentorship that Rupert and I wanted to provide for the Constantly Cheeky network. And because we get to continue to work together and remain independent, I feel like we're kind of winning on the millennial side of things. We get to keep our employee culture the way that we had designed it. And yeah, it is all good. It's all brilliant. I've been on the radio a couple of times over the last couple of weeks, and I've gotten really cool jobs like public speaking proposals and advertisements for Carnegie Hall. I've done more than three, you guys, in like 6 weeks. Carnegie Hall advertisements. I don't mean to super nerd out on you guys, but that's super nerd out worthy.
The top of the top for the classical.
It is.
Yeah. At least in the US.
Right. Well, and we've gotten to do some pretty cool advertisements for the UK and in China. So we're not limited to the United States by any means, which is, I'm learning. When I came into this, I felt like I understood a great deal of the music industry and how to progress. And I did. I understood a great deal, but I am learning constantly as we move through this process, and I'm loving every minute of it. I keep getting the warning that we're going to get jaded in personality over this, but I think they're wrong. I think Rupert and I together, we can take on anything.
What do you mean jaded?
I don't know. It's something I've heard like all week where people are like, Connie, you're so bubbly and you're so bright and you're so happy about everything all the time. We know that, eventually you're going to get jaded. And I'm like, I don't think so. It might just be my personality. I'm always bubbly and happy and go lucky, even when I have a cold, because that's just how I am. And so I think that's another huge boon that Rupert and I have going for us, because when the artists call, they usually speak to me before anybody else. And I do get complimented a lot on just how human my interaction is with these artists. They're not used to people being genuine. I don't know. I don't know. But you know what? It's working for me, so I'm going to keep doing it. And don't change for other people. So I'm going to keep doing it because I'm unique and wonderful, and it's working for us. And it doesn't require me having to change. So that is really good. Trying to think. We have gotten our first orders in for Jackie Price Marketing, or we're working on the negotiations for actual long-term campaigns for artists in specific. So in the next 10 to 15 days, we're going to see Cheeky Promo being more active with the Jackie Price Marketing. But of course, the company has to get paid, and the order in place before you'll notice that Cheeky's promoting them, because none of us work for free. And but I'm you guys, it's so exciting, and we've made some really good connections this last week. Rupert, I'll make this announcement on here because I guess it's more than huge. Someone who works very closely with our team announced to me last night that I have another proposal on the table for a concert tour. I'm trying to leave names out here, but with one of America's largest rap, I'm going to call him the father of rap, but I think that I don't know what the positions are in rap. You guys, we work mainly in classical, but we're expanding to encourage every genre of music, which is a lot of the learning process, because there are different ways that you would promote and educate for different kinds of music. And so we are learning to figure out what that balance is for each. But it looks like we just got the biggest contract we've ever seen, ever, that blows everything else out of the water. And I'm really excited to start providing feedback for that. As far as the conversation went last night, we were allowed to discuss it, but because I haven't had any paperwork on my desk as of yet, I know better. But because I was so excited and hyped and talking about all the great things that we were doing, it reminded me, so you need to remind me after the recording to fill you in, because yay! So how is London? What's going on in London so the world can catch up?
It's been very grey, weather-wise. A bit of rain. I've been doing my thing on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all the others. I started a Cheeky Promo Mighty Network maybe a month ago, and there are about 45 people in there so far, which I'm happy with. I'm also active in the two Mighty networks, which they run themselves, and learning more about the platform and connecting with other people who may or may not like my help or be able to help me with the network. And I'm starting a new job probably on Monday to get myself a steady income, which would be good, but it's not a job I'm looking forward to. But it'll be good to have some steady money coming in and help me do the things that I want to do. For example, upgrade my Mighty Network to a paid one. Think about organising some events, maybe. Get myself a new Apple keyboard because some of the keys are broken.
No.
Because it's cracked. It still works, but.
Winter, man. I swear winter is challenging. It is. It for me at least, and we live in a tourist region. So, and for the world who didn't know that, I have a hotel here in Oregon, and I'm really heavily reliant on the tourist industry in order for me to be able to feel like I have a regular, stable income. This even counts for artist engagements. You know, working with artists, I do marketing and promotions. So the winter seems to be like a slower season for concerts and engagements. And that, of course, affects the bottom line. You have to prepare for winter. Let me think. Oregon is cold. It's gray. The weather has been unbelievably sporadic. I realize you see sunlight coming in. It's pretend. No. It's the sun. It's shining through gray clouds in a way that causes a wonderful haze. So Oregon's cold and wet as usual. My doctorate's program is going super nerdy wonderful, and I'm so proud of myself. I'm taking a statistics class right now, and I guess my confidence is odd. I totally love statistics. Like, I get it. And so I'm excited about this class. I'm currently in week 3. And, of course, rocking my wonderful grades because my grades are important to me. And then I get ready for residency. So, heads up now, world. Unless I find pockets of time in the first 2 weeks of December to do my Constantly Cheeky videos from Phoenix, we might have another brief break while Connie studies hard in another state. But if I can, it would be really fun to do one in Phoenix just so we could see like the awesome weather differences, because it's still going to be hot and wonderful and warm in Phoenix compared to London and Oregon's gray, wet, rainy. So that's exciting. Trying to think.
What have you learned in the statistics course so far? I did a GCSE in it when I was 11, but I don't remember much.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to say that my mind is very weird. I do a really good job of retaining information. And so for me, this statistics course literally seems to be, how do I explain? It's a refresher course for me. But you guys have to understand that I heavily study business, and because I do marketing, I'm always crunching statistical factors and arrangements. And so we're focusing on descriptive statistics, and learning how to derive statistical data from a survey, and then how to clean your data and ensure that you are providing clear, concise, and ethical information, and you're being true to the study that you initiated. The thing is one of the things that I've noticed about your doctorate's program is it really does focus on the ethical side of business and ensuring that all of your previous courses throughout your academic career, not only did you completely comprehend the information that was presented to you, but you retained all of the ethical and legal information that was also presented, and that you have found a healthy balance in that operation. So it doesn't matter if we're talking about statistics or if we're talking about a writing course. In your doctorate's program, you're really focused on the comprehensive picture rather than one or two segments of a subject of study. So in this statistics course, it's going to be a 9-week, might be an 8-week, but I think it's a 9-week course. And the entire course is profound, by the way. But the first week, we went over review of statistics from elementary all the way through your doctorate's program. And it was a challenging week for a lot of people. And we introduced a brand new statistical analysis software program called SPSS, made by IBM. Yeah, that I'm buying it. It's fantastic. And so the second week we focused on learning to navigate the SPSS program. The third week this whole time you've been building a survey based on your dissertation topic and study. And in the third week, we're engaging with our peers to see, based on their academic history and their professional experience, if there's any way we could empower our surveys, provide clearer, more concise information to the participants. And then we're going to run these surveys and actually analyze the data by the end of the 8th week. So for me, it's kind of what I do all the time. You think about it, and statistical analysis is very similar to social media marketing analysis. When you and I develop a report for a client, and I want to be able to show them the frequency of their post, as well as how well it was received by the audience, whether or not there was any active engagement, clicks, goes to your website. Okay, when we develop those reports, we're actually doing statistical analysis. And so I figured that out in my associate's program, and I've kind of rock socks with it the entire time I've gone through school, understanding that this was in fact statistics. I think the biggest issue for people in general is that anytime math is mentioned, you go, no, I don't like math. But statistics isn't really as much math as it is the ability to communicate information in a way that has been proven and cross-compared. So, I don't know, I'm happy about it. I'm excited. I realize the profound impact this class will have on my own research. So I'm taking it eagerly and excitedly because, and I'm like a sponge. I want to understand it all. Because when you're in your doctorate's program, in the end, your dissertation really does come back to your ability to reveal facts from data, and progress society in a forward momentum, using scientific fact. I need to just figure it out. You know what I think is funny? We'll do these Constantly Cheeky videos, and I'm always figuring something out. You guys, it never ends. You're always figuring something out. Trying to think. Crazy awesome. Maybe not crazy awesome. What's something you would tell the world today? Just because we're starting back and we didn't really pick a topic. What is something you would tell somebody who's just starting off?
Stay curious.
Yeah. Be persistent.
AFDI.
Right. Be super persistent. So, if I were to leave you with an amazing note, it would be persistent. Be persistent in everything that you are passionate about, because you will win. And pay attention to how you speak, because we are, in fact, speaking into reality, our experience. And I believe that 110%. So be curious, stay positive, stay focused, and remain persistent. Good?
Yes, absolutely agreed.
Awesome. All right, well, can we go down to a video a week? Do you want to just do it this time every week from now on?
That might be more realistic.
It is a bit more realistic. All right, world.
So let's do one a week and not do 2 a week.
Right. We'll do one a week, and then if we wanted to add the second one a week, I think we should specifically and only do it for our Mighty Network group.
Sounds fair.
Like, publish it there, not so much on YouTube. No offense, world, but, you are welcome to join our Mighty Network group. I actually think that's a brilliant idea. Just to try and pull in active engagement. Both Rupert and I are working really hard on engagement. If you are an artist, producer, graphic designer, student, just a person interested in getting involved in the music industry, you should
join us.
Yeah, join us, because the whole world is out there, and there's room for everybody. It's just a matter of whether or not you can get the information that you need aligned with your passion, and that's what we're here for, is to help support you and get you to where you're going. So whether you want to be a promoter, social media designer, a singer, band, orchestra, doesn't matter, a venue who wants to promote music, we can get you business too, quick. So let us know. Connect with us on Mighty Networks. I will, of course, include our links down below. And I hope you guys have a beautiful Friday, almost Saturday. It's always a pleasure.
Bye.
Bye.